Hello everyone and welcome to Mongolia. Here we are, out in the middle of central Mongolia, and we're doing a 2,000 kilometre, 11-day ride around the country. And we're finishing at Ulaanbaatar in about 4 or 5 days. When we were planning for this trip, we were talking about the things we needed, and I said maybe we need some new tents because we didn't really know what to expect. 3-4 seasons, we're not sure, and our tents were getting a little shabby. So Brent did a search on Deep AI and came up with this suggestion. No, it really didn't work for me, so I did a little human research and came up with a tent by Durston Gear. It's called the X-Dome One Plus. I contacted Durston and asked them if they would supply some tents, and they are a small company and I understand they've got to make a buck, so they did give us a reduction, but we still have paid several $100s, so we do have skin in the game, meaning I'm going to give you my honest review. So let's get one thing straight, I am not a geek camping guy. In fact, I only camp when we do some ADV rides. I'm really not into all the tech stuff. What I'm after is something that's simple that anyone can do. So talking about that, let's have a look at the specs. The X-Dome is a freestanding tent. This tent is light at just 980 grams for the regular version, slightly more with the solid inner. The fly is made of 15D high tenacity poly, and the inner is available as either a mesh or solid. Mine is the solid version. Poles are made of carbon fibre and come in 2 length options. Inside you have 2.2 square metres of space, and there's plenty of height to sit up, 1.08 metres. We've got to cover some 200 kilometres today, and we're about 40 kilometres in so far. It's a beautiful day though, heading for 28 degrees, and this beautiful country made me think of the Durston tent again and how it's worked for me over the last few days. And the first time I put it up just a few days ago, well, it's the second time I ever put it up. It took me about 9 minutes doing it piece by piece, and I've come to realise and find out a method for myself that works, and now it only takes 3 to 4 minutes doing a all-in-one pitch. But what a great tent it is, packs down in this small 1 kilo package, fits on the bike, and then you can just pull it out anywhere in this beautiful country. And 4 minutes later, you've got your tent up. How good is that? So here's my X-Dome One Plus tent. I've been camping in it for about 4 nights now, here in Mongolia, and 2 of those nights were absolutely freezing, sub-zero. And the weather's looking a bit better today. We're hoping tonight it only goes down to about 14. So let me show you the tent. There's many ways to pitch it, inner first, fly first, or as an all-in-one package with the inner and the fly, which is the way I've been doing it now, which is great. These are short form poles, and they're great for packing down for ADV rides. They pack into this 15-litre pannier here. And once it's up, it's a sturdy freestanding tent, really good. It's got this cross brace at the top, which keeps the roof up, giving you plenty of space to sit up. And this is the vestibule. I've been putting my helmet, my boots, a backpack, and other little odds and sods in here. There's plenty of room for that. And then, get inside here, zippers, really good zippers, easy, you can even do them one-handed. It's pretty spacious, it's a good size one-man tent. Now because of the way Dan's designed this tent, it's got this sort of cut-out square sort of shape on the bottom, so down this end, where you put your feet, you don't have a whole pile of room either side of the mattress, but at this end, you can see it's got more storage space. So you can put another bag in there or whatever you like. And this is an extra wide mat and standard length 6 foot. So that gives you an idea of what space is in here. And being that this is a fly first pitch, or in this case all in one, that means you can pitch it in the rain. I mean, how bad is it to pull up and have to put your up in the rain and it gets all wet inside? Not with this tent. You just pull it out, the fly is protecting the inner already, and you put it up. And if you look inside here, the inner is clipped to the fly, not to the poles. So when you pack it up, you're rolling up the fly with the inner inside it. So when you pull up at your next stop, you unroll it, put your poles together, and bang, your tent is up. There's another thing I wanted to tell you about the tent.
a little trick that Nick picked up, and it's about using little carabiners to tie the ends of the metal tag together. There's a little twine loop that you put your peg into. So you just put a little carabiner around those twine loops and hold them together. So when you fold up your tent, everything's sort of held together. I mean, the inner is clipped to the fly anyway, but that keeps these little peg points together as well. And if you use two different colours, he's using black on one end and silver on the other end, when you roll out the tent, you know exactly which end is which, and you can instantly face it in the direction and knowing where you're facing the door and everything. So that's a good handy little hit.
So I just wanted to show you a few other things inside the tent. Now I've actually got a solid inner. You see here, it's solid, it's not mesh. The only mesh is this little window here. That's the only bit of mesh that's in it. Otherwise, it's all solid in it, which makes it a bit warmer, a bit more tolerable in bad weather. The things I wanted to show you were pockets. Plenty of place to store stuff in these pockets. You've got another one over here in the corner, and also hang points. You've got a hang point here, and you've got one over here. Plenty of space to get stuff out of the way. It's really good.
Look at this vast valley we're in. We've been riding through it now for probably 20 minutes, I guess. It's just huge. I just wanted to relate a little story about the Durston tent, the X-Dome 1 Plus. When we got them, I mentioned to Nick that they didn't come with a ground sheet or guy ropes, and he thought he wanted a ground sheet. You don't need one, but you know, if you've got particularly rocky ground or spiky things or something, it certainly helps. So we went to a shop in Sydney called Paddy Palin, and he went in and set him after this ground sheet, and the guy said, well, yeah, sure, what tent have you got? And he said, I've got this tent by Durston, the X-Dome 1 Plus. The guy said, really? You've got the X-Dome? Yeah. Have you got it here? He says. Yeah, I do. I've got it's on my bike. Well, why don't you get it? We'll measure it up. So anyway, he brings the tent in. Meanwhile, the shop assistant has told all the other people who work there that Nick's got this tent. He brings the tent in, they set it up in the middle of the store, and they're all geeking out of this tent, measuring it, checking it out, every little buckle and any little thing that's on there, they're checking it out and going crazy for it. So Dan Durston, if you need someone to resale your tents in Australia, I know just the store. I reckon they'll flog a bundle for you. Yeah, Nick was pretty chuffed after that one. But what do Nick and Brent think of the tent?
We've been camping in the new X-Dome tent, 7 or 8 nights. The most incredible thing really is, you know, the setup time. It's really like a doona. You just flick it out, you set up your carbon poles, and it packs down into such a great size. So cannot recommend it enough. It is fantastic.
The last 5 years I've been using the Nemo 3-person tent, and for this trip I really wanted to upgrade and get a smaller tent. And yeah, this Durston tent has just been absolutely amazing. It's about half the size in terms of packed down on my bike. The tent still seems really spacious. I love the amount of space inside. Also the vestibule for holding all my gear. It's awesome. So best tent I've ever had, without a doubt.
Well, it's my last night sleeping in this wonderful tent, and unfortunately for us, it's raining. Not too heavily, but just a little bit, so we're going to have a bit of a wet pack-up leading into our last day of this ride, this amazing ride around Mongolia. Some final thoughts on this tent. It is just so easy to use, and for someone like me who's, you know, not the most camping kind of guy in the world, this ability just to have everything wrap up into a ball, put it in the bike quickly, and then turn up at the new spot, put the poles together, unwrap it, clip, 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 and the tent is up in literally 3 minutes or so, is just a godsend for me. Durston Gear have done a great job on this tent. I think it's fantastic, and this thing is selling out quick. Like, if you get on their website, it's sold out. You have to order and wait for months, and I think that tells us something, that everyone's onto this thing because it is so good. So well done to the Durston Gear guys. You've made a great product, and I wish you all the best with it going forward. So yeah, I guess it's time for me to go out in the light rain and start packing up and the end of this amazing adventure. But I will certainly be using this tent going forward. It is absolutely brilliant.